Well, we kind of got a break yesterday. A little one. Hello, Americans. Another friend, subscribers around the world. Back here, man. I guess them planes did their job. It is cold and nasty. I don't think it's going to let up today. They're calling, man. It's snowing on the mountain, snowing in McCall. It's colder than it was. I don't know, man, how these days run together. Day before yesterday when it was snowing up there. Insanity. Muskrat was saying it's snowing on his mountains. We need the snow, though. But I sure could do without the wind. Oh, time to get some more wood. It's snowing this morning. Alright, so it's afternoon, and it's actually got worse out there, man. Bigger winds. Jammed up here. I'm all jammed up. Bigger winds and a whole lot of rain. So I don't think I just want to film myself. List. But this here's what I'm doing. This is an exciting hillbilly life. It's pretty nice in here, though. Got the fires cooking. Brought that pack in that I showed on, should really be showing this over at Mountain Junkers. Oh. That was buried down there. Buried. There's that gas mask I picked up. I'll clean it out, spray it out, clean it with alcohol and stuff before I put it on or anything. Always a good thing to have around, man. I got a couple of them, a few of them. Just never know in this crazy world. Do we really want to start talking about that? So I haven't even really looked today. Actually, I didn't at all. Actually, I woke up at 20 after 3. That's the middle of the night, man. I woke up at 3:20 a.m. wide awake. So I've been up since 3:20 this morning watching YouTube videos. But I didn't go into I didn't watch one video on any of this crazy crap going on in this crazy world. What the heck? I lost my glasses, man. There's some. My spectacles. Bohemian Club. Good taste. Huh, that's pretty dang cool. Bottle opener. I better list that. Whoa. Well, I can hear that metal blow my dang roof off. Blow my roof off out there, Miss Kitty.
It's blowing for sure.
Oh, Bohemian Club. Vaughn, Chicago. What a crappy name. Well, you're looking up that stormtrooper, aren't you?
I did, yeah.
$50. That guy got a deal.
Oh no, the ones that are 18 inches tall
Yeah.
are $23.
The ones like this one?
Yes.
Oh, really? Oh, dude. I'm pretty good at that, then. I'm pretty good at that.
Yeah.
I've sold a couple things in my day.
Yeah.
Man, where is that? You hear that metal? It keeps bouncing. Wow, man, the wind's getting worse out there. Let's show you this. You get these gusts. They're insane. Be blowing like this. So I just got a message on my YouTube messages, and somebody's saying, looks like Yellowstone's building up and getting ready to party. Let me tell you what, if Yellowstone parties, explodes, builds up and goes off, you might as well just bend over and kiss your hindquarters goodbye, because it's done. The whole world. If Yellowstone blew up, it would be the end of it'd be world ending. And I heard the other day, and it wasn't on mine. It was I think I was going through videos, looking, just checking out things to watch or whatever, and I didn't watch it. I probably should have. Maybe I'll search for it, but somebody was saying that Mount St. Helens is building up and getting ready to blow up again. I remember that, man. What was that, 1980? Wasn't that 1980 when that?
I think it was 83? I don't remember.
I don't remember when Mount St. Helens blew. Let's look. I love being able to talk to this phone. Let's see. When did Mount St. Helens erupt? Oh, May 18th, 1980. What the heck is Muskrat sending me, man? Grocery Price Index. What the heck is the Grocery Price Index? I sent him some deal on you have to make $100,000 a year or something to live comfortably in Idaho. I'm way under that, man, and I'm pretty comfortable. Index values reflect metro area averages by state. Benchmark to U.S. baseline of 100. Well, I would show it to you and explain it, but I'm going to have to figure it out first. I'm sure it's saying that things ain't good. Then the one thing I was watching last night, man, in the east, and I've seen it here, but not to the extreme, is power bills going up. Man, holy smokes. I was watching, some east of the Mississippi. And man, they were talking about it, and that they go and turn all their breakers and stuff off in their house, and they leave their refrigerator running and turn their heat down to like 60 degrees and all this, and they're still getting $800 a month electric bills with nothing, with hardly nothing on. That's crazy. Ours is up quite a bit, man. Probably. What's our bill up compared to normal? $100 more? Let's say last year.
Yeah, definitely compared to last year. But there is a 18 or 19%
increase
a couple months ago.
Yeah, 18 or 19% increase on power, and then I heard they want to do it again. But then I heard a thing that that the power companies were reporting I can't even remember, but it was billions, a few $1 billion profits what they made, but they want to make more. Of course they do. I'm telling you, man, the whole world has gone nuts. They keep upping my power bill, man, and we just turn the crap off. It's easy as that. I'm already semi-off grid, man. I might be sitting in here with lights, but I got enough lanterns and candles and everything to light this place up. Maybe not quite as bright as this LED up here, but that's a bunch of crap. I guess if that was the case, though, man. Well, I guess I even got the power boxes to run my computer and stuff, so. If you have to, you just got to do what you got to do in this crazy world. Man, they are just everything. Oh, I don't really want to go down that avenue right now. I'm just not in the mood. It's a rainy, crappy day. It'd be a good day to sit around, and I hope you're prepared. I'd sure hope that you were at least paying attention to all this, whether it be, you know, the war, the, you know, man. Oh, threatening to do whatever, we block off, and blah, 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 blah. There's so much crap. Oh, Lord. I do not know. I think I said at the beginning of the year that this was definitely going to be an interesting year. And it's definitely interesting, to say the least. Not very fulfilling, very. It's definitely, I guess it could be exciting if you look at it that way. But make sure you got food, and especially water, put up. Because a couple days ago when I was watching, that's what they're talking about taking out our power and stuff. That's that and internet stuff. You know, that's the infrastructure that they'll, whether it be sleeper cells or who knows. If Yellowstone blows up, it ain't really gonna matter. Sorry, man, battery went dead. But I do remember when Mount St. Helens, somewhere around here, I got a bag of ash. But I remember that morning that it blew up or whatever, being able to sweep. I guess it, it was later after it was carried over, but you could go out and brush it off of your car, the ash, all the way, in Boise, down the Boise Valley. You remember that?
I do.
Yeah. So you could just brush that stuff off. I'll have to go back and try to find that video and see what they're talking about. I know Yellowstone was doing some strange stuff there for a while. I gotta clean the Stormtrooper up. So I just sold this off my video. Well, I'm waiting. He's sending me a money order. So, when I'm doing these videos, if you see something, not, I can't say 100%, but how much percent do you think is for sale around here, Miss Kitty?
That they can see off your camera?
Yeah.
80%?
Yeah, maybe 80%. Because there's stuff, man. There's, my grandpa's stuff, sentimental stuff that I really like. Stuff, that I wouldn't sell. But for the most part, I am a junker. And this stuff, most of the stuff, I guess I'm a junker collector. Because there's some stuff, that don't sell. But he's seen this in the background video a couple days ago. I just had him up on the shelf. Stormtroopers are probably my favorite. I don't know, would it be my character? Just mostly just what they look like, man. Just the masks. I had the mask or the helmet. I had one of those one time. Remember?
I do.
It was pretty dang cool. Of course, I sold it. Just like I sold my Stormtrooper, man. So. But I always wanted I remember the first, which, man, I don't know what year that was. Yeah, it might have been about the year Star Wars came out in 77. Dude, I was a huge Star Wars. I seen Star Wars 17 times at the movie theater when I was a kid. I love Star Wars. But I remember in Disneyland, we went to Disneyland once, and, in their shops or whatever, man, and they had a Stormtrooper helmet, like the helmet I had. I had it up there, man, and they had this must have been like, I don't know, 1978, 79, something, I can't remember when we went. But, was after 77, because that's when, actually it might have been the same year that Star Wars came out. Because I was up there, or I was with my father, and it was the same year that Elvis died. So it would have been 77. All these things. That's how my brain works, man. But anyway, so I got this Stormtrooper. Set him out there. I actually have a Millennium Falcon, an X-Wing fighter, 2 X-Wing fighters. Got one of them up there. What else I got? I got a bunch, man. My plan, you know, if I ever get all my stuff organized, I want to hang from the ceiling out in the, I don't know, right now I would do it right out in the smithy shop up in the, you know, because the rafters are high. But I want to hang the Millennium Falcon and the X-Wing fighters from the rafters, you know, on fishing line. I think that'd be pretty cool. Katie Jo had, I don't know if I ever got those on video. She had them all hanging out there. Yeah, it's funny because Katie Jo is a fanatic for the whole Star Wars, you know, all the new ones. I've seen them all. You know, none of them are as good as Star Wars. But, it's funny, for your kids to, well, at least one kid, Katie Jo, she's a guru, man. She's totally went nuts for the stuff. She is a Star Wars queen. She's even I gave her my original Darth Vader case and the original from the first thing. They were mine when I was a kid. But the first figures, you know, I had all the figures and stuff in a Darth Vader case. Pretty cool. She treasures them. It's funny because even then, man, so we're talking 1977, my mother used to always get a kick out of it because I'd be all, these are going to be worth money someday. Yeah, if they were in the package, they would be. Now they've produced so much stuff. I don't know what year this thing's from. I would assume that it's later. This one is a 2014 or something, it says. Something like that. 2014 Lucasfilm, and he sold it all now, so that might make all these worth even a little bit more. All right, Kenny. Just so you see what you're getting, man. He all works. His arms work. He's not broke or nothing. He obviously doesn't have his gun. And I don't know if anything went across there, but I know he's supposed to have a gun, but you might be able to get one on eBay. There he is, man. He's almost clean. You might want to clean him up more. This kitty does a lot better cleaning job.
I should put him in the bathtub.
Yeah, I should, actually. Yeah, the only thing I thought about that, you know, especially because he was really dusty when I brought him in. And I thought about that, but then if I put him in the bathtub and water got into him,
yeah,
that'd really suck. You know, and then you might rust all these screws, man, because it looks like he is, like, majorly screwed together. So you might have to do a little more cleaning when you get him. But I'll get all that Idaho dirt, man. Or I can leave some if you want some Idaho dirt. Leave a little for you. When his head turns, kind of. Dude, he's awesome, man. I love him. I love him. My wife was actually surprised that I sold him. Why? I don't know. Or were you surprised, Miss Kitty?
You don't surprise me that often.
Yeah. Also, she'll think, oh, you really like that. Whoa, here, you sold it? For how much? That's why I sold it. Well, I figured Figure 20 bucks is better than just sitting there collecting dust. I like that. Really, I like $100 bills. I like to collect them. My collection's running a little low, so that's what I really like to collect. I'd like to collect a bunch of those and get rid of a bunch of my stuff. So like I said, he asked me because there's other stuff that he was saying he was interested in. So he was wanting to get this and see how it goes, and maybe call out a few other things. So like I said, man, if there's something you see, not everything, but the majority. You know, because I take this camera with me pretty much everywhere, so there's a lot of areas I take it to that ain't the area. Look at all this junk in the background, man. Oh, but I did have somebody try to buy my dang sign, which is upside down. I can't fix stupid signs. I said it wasn't for sale. Either that or I told them it wasn't for sale, or they wouldn't want to pay the price that I'd want. That's steel, cut out steel. That we actually got that in Joseph, on one of our trips last year. But if I did want to sell it, or would I sell it? How much would I sell that for? 50 bucks plus shipping. That's what I want. Other than that, it can stay right here. But how did I have that thing hung up? I had it hung up there once. How the heck did I do that? I'm gonna have to give me a nail. I'm gonna have to give me a nail. See, so some things like that I bought for myself. Oh, pretty much everything's for sale for the right price, except for my dog and Miss Kitty. Oh, shucks! I wouldn't sell you, Miss Kitty. All right, man. That's not 100%, but that's as good as you get. That's hillbilly style, man. You're only gonna get that good. At least he looks white now instead of brown. So now, wait for the money order to come, and away he'll go.